No one else will tell you this, but I will. The reason that you may be feeling stuck or frustrated or like life is passing you by isn't because you're not capable enough. It's not because you're not smart enough. It's not because you're not talented enough. It's because you just haven't had your breakthrough yet. But here's the truth. That breakthrough isn't gonna come from out there. It's gonna come from within. Now, in this video, I'm gonna teach you how to begin your breakthrough so you can start creating the life that you love. And if you wait to the end, I have a very special tool that's gonna help you get started with your transformation. You ready? Let's go. Hi, I'm Coach Stone, mindset and personal development coach and international speaker. But look, that's not important. What's important is, how did I go from being a stuck professional who was waking up every single day, going to a job that didn't bring me joy and happiness, feeling like there had to be more, watching other people achieve their goals and dreams and wondering, what's wrong with me? How did I go from that to international speaker, coach, author, TV guest expert? How did that happen? Well, before I talk about how it happened, let me talk a little bit about why most people feel stuck in their lives. There's 3 reasons why I think a lot of people feel stuck in their life. And the very first reason is the lack of clarity. They wake up every single day not knowing what's next, just drifting, coasting through life, wondering if it will get better, but not doing anything about it because they're not sure about what it is that they want. Maybe you can relate. Maybe you wake up every day, you go to your job, or you take action on your business, or you go to school, and you're wondering, like, what is this all about? Why do I keep replaying the same day over and over and over again, and it's not bringing me joy? I'm not finding happiness. I'm not progressing. There's no growth. Why do I keep replaying this day over and over again? Well, a lot of it is the lack of clarity. Most people don't know what they want, so they chase shiny things. You see somebody on social media that's doing something or has something, so you decide to do it. You think that you want it, but deep down, it's not what you really want. So clarity is the first thing that holds people back. It's the lack of clarity. It's not knowing what it is that you want, not knowing why you wake up every single day, not knowing what you want for your life next year or the year after or 10 years from now. And that lack of clarity causes frustration. It causes us to feel stuck because it feels like everything else and everyone else is moving past us, and we feel like we're stuck in place, like we're still doing the same things year after year. Can you relate to this? Let me know in the comments if you can relate to that. Another reason people feel stuck is fear and limiting beliefs. See, we allow these limiting beliefs to stop us, to tell us that we're not good enough. I call limiting beliefs the lies. Like, we have to stop the lies about not being good enough, not being capable, not being talented, not being smart, not being pretty enough. These limiting beliefs are holding us in place. And a lot of these limiting beliefs come from our past. Maybe a parent or a teacher or a friend or a relationship that didn't believe in us at some point, and we still carry that within our spirit today. And those lies get bigger and bigger and bigger the more we want things, the more we want to achieve greatness, the more that we want a better life, the more that we have bigger goals and dreams. That's when those limiting beliefs get the loudest. And so that's one of the biggest things that hold us in place, is that we believe the lies that we're telling ourselves. And because we believe those lies, we don't take action on our goals and our dreams, or we're not consistent, or we diminish what it is that we really want because we don't want to fail and feel like failures. The third reason a lot of people feel stuck, and I can definitely relate to this, is I call it staying comfortably uncomfortable, where we wake up and do the same things. We don't challenge ourselves. We don't step outside of our comfort zone. We do the same things over and over and over again, but we want and expect a different result. Well, that's the definition of insanity. But we stay in this comfort zone because we're afraid of getting hurt. We're afraid of trying and failing. We're afraid of what other people will say. So we stay in this box. We do the same things. We go to the same places. We have the same conversations with the same people, eat the same foods. And what happens is that year turns into 5, turns into 10, and we wake up and we say, I'm just feel like I'm stuck. I'm not progressing in life. And I remember that happened to me. I remember when I was working in this corporate job, I was doing the same things over and over again. I was getting together with my friends and we were talking about the same things, talking about sports games and what's going on in the media and this celebrity. And we would just have the same conversations over and over again. And we weren't talking about things to progress ourselves. We weren't talking about faith, family, fitness, finances. And I felt stuck because I was doing the same things with the same people in the same way, year after year. Nothing was moving forward in my life. Do you feel that way? Let me know down in the comments. Now, if those are the reasons that a lot of people feel stuck, feel left behind, how do we change that? How do you start to break through? How do you break free from these limiting beliefs, this lack of unclarity, other people's opinions, and all the things that hold us back? How do we do that? Well, we do that with two things. These are two things that I talked about in my book, You Have the Keys, Now Drive, that if we do this, if we incorporate these things into our lives, we're going to start to experience transformation in areas that we never thought we could transform. The first thing is to develop key principles. What are those foundational principles of your life? What are the things that are going to drive you? What are the things that you live by? And for many of us, we don't have these guiding principles for living our life. We wake up every day, we do what we do, but we don't have these key principles. We don't have things that are embedded in us that make our values and our beliefs come to life. So what are key principles? Well, the principles or the keys are the drivers for your life. They lay the foundation for the life that you want to create. And one of the things I always tell people is create a vision for your life. What do you want your life to look like? How do you want to receive more joy, more happiness? If you could create the perfect day, what would that day look like? From the time you wake up to the time you go to sleep. And when you start to think about that, you're planting the seed for the vision of your life. And once you have that vision and you lock in on that vision, then you figure out, how can I recreate this as many times as possible to start to create a life that I love? What are the fundamental things that you want in your life that are going to help you to create a life that you love? Is it around faith? Is it around family, fitness, finances? What is it? And when you start to develop these keys, these principles, now everything that you do, you make sure that it's aligned with your principles, your values, and your beliefs. And so many people are feeling stuck. And I remember feeling stuck because I was unaligned and I didn't have these principles. I didn't have a vision for my life. I didn't take risks. I wasn't exploring. I didn't give myself permission to fail. And because I didn't do those things, every day was just a repeat of the day before and the day before. And I just felt like life was passing me by. Can you relate to that? So we have to learn to establish some key principles that are aligned with our values and our beliefs, the things that we want to be true, the things that we believe to be true, even if we can't see them right now. And when you do that, that is the foundation for you to begin your breakthrough. So now that you know that you need these keys or these principles, the next thing that you have to do if you want to shift your life, if you want to break through what's holding you back, is to create habits. And habits are daily, consistent actions that you take repeatedly over and over and over again until they become automatic. And so that could be things like exercising, reading, journaling, cooking healthy meals, personal development, reading books. All of these things are habits that are going to help you to break through what's holding you back. The problem is, for many of us, either we don't do these things, we're not eating healthy, we're not committing to faith, we don't have, dedicated family time. All of the things that we say matter to us, we're not doing them consistently. And because we're not taking daily, massive, consistent action, we find ourselves in the same place because we're not getting the results that we expect. So habits are powerful. Like when you start to do something, not for 30 days, because 30 days is a big misconception. A lot of people think that a habit is formed within 30 days, and that's not true. Stanford has done some research and they say it takes 66 days of consistent daily action for something to start to become a habit. So think about that. If there's something that you want in your life, whether it's more money, more joy, a better job, business growth, better health, you can't take a little bit of action. You can't do one thing one day and then fall off for 5 or 6 days. It has to be daily, consistent action. And what happens is, once something becomes a habit, you don't even realize, your subconscious mind kicks in and starts helping you to do the work without you even realizing. Here's a perfect example. A few years ago, I was overweight. I was about 50 pounds overweight. And for me, that's a lot because I was an athlete my whole entire life. And life was just passing me by, and I just wasn't feeling good about my job and my relationships and all these other things. And I just started eating and not exercising and not taking care of myself. And one day I woke up and I said, Coach, you got to take care of yourself. You got to get back in the gym. You got to start eating healthy. You need to get your energy up. You need to do this for yourself, for your family, for your community, for your clients. So what I did was I woke up the very next morning, went for a walk, and that was it. Woke up again the next morning, went for a walk, and worked out. And what I did was I developed this routine that eventually became a habit where I would wake up every single day, work out 5 times a week. I started cooking. I started eating healthy, drinking more water. And what happens is once you develop a habit, you start to stack those habits. So I started with walking, doing that consistently, then walking and working out, then walking and working out and drinking water, then walking, working out, drinking water and cooking. And that's what happens. And that's what supercharges the breakthrough. That's what starts the breakthrough, because now I'm doing this on autopilot. I would wake up every single day, my gym bag would be packed, ready to go. My sneakers are by the door. I have my bottle of water, my protein shake was ready to go. I just mix it up, blend it and go. And even on the days that I didn't feel like doing it, my brain told me that this was something I was supposed to do. And that's what happens when something becomes a habit. It's never about how you feel. It's about discipline. It's about taking action on autopilot without you even thinking about it. So do you have habits? Are they serving you well? What is it that you do every single day consistently to move you closer to creating the life that you love? And maybe you don't even know where to start, and that's okay. But the key is to understand that now is the time to develop different habits, to break those habits that aren't moving you forward. Make that commitment to yourself, and now the how is going to come. And that's what I'm going to help you with. I believe that you have a champion inside of you. I believe that you have greatness. I believe that there's something special about you that the world needs. And right now you might be feeling stuck. You might be saying, yeah, that sounds good, Coach Stone, but I don't believe it. And that's okay. That's why I say you have to borrow someone else's belief in you until you can believe in yourself. Borrow mine, borrow someone else who tells you all these amazing things about yourself that you just ignore. But now that you know that in order to start to shift your life, you need these key principles, right? You need habits. How do you start to put this all together? Well, that's where the Breakthrough Blueprint comes in. I designed this fillable guide to walk you through 5 powerful keys and 5 powerful habits that have helped me and hundreds of my clients go from feeling stuck to thriving. And if you want it, all you got to do is click the link in the comments or click the link in the description, and I'll send it to you completely free. Now is the time to take control of your life, to break through and create the life that you love. And if you love this video, check out this one right here.